Yeah, no, I mean, for me, it's more the man, like this has been so empowering for me of like owning something like Bitcoin and doing an animal based diet gave me the confidence that I can control my own outcomes. Cause you do feel like
Yeah.
growing up in, at least I keep referencing my own generation, you feel victim to, I don't know how I'm going to get a house. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to sleep. I don't know if I was born with depression. And this gave me the little bit of confidence and proof that like, no, I don't give a Biden, whoever gets elected, or what they do with the dollar. Like, progress starts with me owning my own. And that's my message to my generations. Don't be a you own the outcomes of your own life. No, I'm sick of these kids. Like, oh, it's not fair. It's plenty fair. You get to be alive. That's plenty fair. That's plenty fair. Own harder money that acts in your own best interest, and be responsible about what you put in your body. That's plenty fair. Without that, there's no president that's going to fix your problems.
And there you hear it from Jack Mallers, and what he's sitting here telling you is stop making excuses and just make things happen. Yeah, we know that the money's been debasing. Yeah, we know that the money's messed up. Yeah, we know it's harder to obtain hard assets like real estate or for a first-time home buyer. But one thing that you can do, stop making excuses. You have an opportunity. You're alive. 1. 2, Bitcoin is here. You have an option to opt out of the system and own your own money. Take control. That's all that Jack's saying in this clip here. Like, you can take control of your own life. You can take control of your own money. 60 years ago, your parents, your grandparents didn't have this opportunity. Don't let it go to waste. And with that, what's happening, Crypto Crew? Sean's coming back at you, another cryptocurrency video. We have a jam-packed video, so getting straight into it. An update from Stock Money Lizards. What he's showing us in this chart here is the last halving. What happens and what the formation is. You see there's a downwards resistance, and you see that you put in a low, and then you put in a higher low. The halving happens, and you blast off and make new highs. And look at it, it looks eerily similar. But are we going to see a new high before the next halving? Because if you see here, this looks like it could be getting ready to gear up and blast out of this sooner rather than later. This move was made after the 2020 halving. So are we going to see a macro move to the upside before the next halving? Time will definitely tell. An update from Dave the Wave. What he's saying is, if I were a Bitcoin betting man, I buy when the price crossed the bold line. But he's an investing man, so that's why he bought lower. So what bold line is he talking about? He's talking about this line right here. And once it gets it back above this line and it starts to retest that as flipping resistance to support, then you're going to see a parabolic move to the upside. How long this takes to play out, time will definitely tell, but either way you cut the cloth, this has been an optimal buying opportunity to get ready for the next rally to the upside. Another update from James Lavish. If you were born 90 years ago, congrats. The US dollar has lost over 96% of its value since the day you were born. And now is worth about the same as 4 cents would have been to you that day that you were born. So as you see here, purchasing power of the dollar continues to erode. And if you don't know, James Lavish is a major Bitcoin proponent. He is one that is definitely into the space, but also putting his money where his mouth is. Are you? And you see more adoption here as Canadian Bitcoin Exchange partners with Costa Rica's largest fiat payment system. Bull Bitcoin forms a partnership with Simpi Mobile, Costa Rica's principal fiat payment system, and Bitcoin Jungle, a local crypto wallet solution. So it looks like another country in Latin America is getting into the crypto space, that being Costa Rica. Now, what does this mean? This means that eventually all these small nation states are going to start putting Bitcoin on its balance sheet, the same way El Salvador is. Will it be legal tender, the same way El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender? Well, time will definitely tell. And look at here, more corruption. Don't listen to what they say, follow what they do. U.S. Senator Bob Mendez says El Salvador's adopting Bitcoin opened doors to money laundering and corruption. He said this last year in 2022. Present year, look at, he got indicted for corruption, accepting $580,000 bribe in cash and gold bars. So if this isn't the form of what hypocrisy is, what is? We have a brief clip.
New Jersey Democratic Senator Bob Menendez, who is the chair of the
House Foreign Relations
Senate Foreign Relations Committee. He's being charged with corruption-related charges for the second time in 10 years. He was charged, indicted before, and there was a hung jury, and now he's being charged again for something completely different. Let's get right to Kara Scannell for the details on this. Kara, what are you learning?
Yeah, John, so the U.S. Attorney's Office here in Lower Manhattan has announced that they have brought bribery charges against Senator Menendez and his wife. Now, according to the prosecutor's office, that they allege that Menendez's wife had received hundreds of thousands of dollars in bribes that they had then used to help 3 New Jersey businessmen and the government of Egypt. This investigation has been going on for several years, and sources have told CNN that they have sent out reams of subpoenas to people seeking information about some of these businessmen and these relationships. Now, one of the businessmen is someone who has known Menendez's wife for a long time. He is someone that had obtained the exclusive right to export and certify halal meat to Egypt. That has been a focus of this investigation. And another one of the businessmen is a New Jersey developer, and prosecutors were asking questions about him, his communications with the senator and his wife. So as you said, though, this is the second time in 10 years that Senator Menendez has been charged with bribery and corruption.
There you see it, Mr. Senator, second time being charged. Once again, don't listen to what they say, follow what they do. Buy Bitcoin. Why do these senators keep lying to us? Why do they keep lying to you and making it seem like Bitcoin is something that's corruptible and causes money laundering? Well, Brian Armstrong sums it up.
I think what their true intention or belief is behind the scenes, and I'm speculating a little bit here, is they just don't want it to exist. And so they're trying to cast a shadow over the whole industry to make it difficult. They're just sending subpoenas and Wells notices.
To exist? Why?
I believe it's because, and again, this is just me speculating a little bit. I think it's because they don't want to lose power. They think the government should run financial services. They have their hooks into the big banks. They can pressure the big banks to close accounts on, if you have the wrong political opinion or you're in the wrong industry, you're in oil and gas or whatever the flavor of the day is. They want to be able to pressure companies because they can't get it done through Congress. They want to pressure it through the big banks. And crypto in America, people should be free to have control of their own money, to use new technologies. It's fundamentally anti-American what they're doing. And I think next year in the elections, we need to make sure that all voters and people who are pro-innovation, pro-technology, vote people out of office who are trying to curtail our freedoms around crypto.
So now that explains why you see senators casting a dark shadow over crypto. They don't want you to have your own self-sovereignty. They don't want you to have your own freedom. They want to control everything, control the narrative, and control, most importantly, your pockets. And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. You guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate the support. That's all I have for you today. I'm out.